We all know we can have a good rapport with people, even animals, and maybe even plants. But can we have a good rapport with an inanimate object like an engine or a car? This was many years ago. My car was in the repair shop and I needed a vehicle, so I asked my brother, could I borrow his work van? So he said, yeah, no problem. He handed me the keys, got in the car. I drove to the end of the street and it just cut out, stopped dead. I turned the key, it wouldn't even start. No power to the ignition or anything. Oh, this is annoying. Anyway, I went back to the house, told my brother, and he came and looked at the car. He put the key in, it just didn't start at all. It was completely dead. So anyway, he got the car towed to the garage, and the mechanic, he had a very amused smile on his face, and he's saying, that's the oldest car battery I've ever seen. I don't know how long car batteries last now, but I think the thing was about 8 years old or something. He said, there's no way the car battery should have lasted that long. He said, it's a miracle that the van has been running as long as it has. So I was thinking, maybe my brother had some kind of rapport with the van, and I didn't. And I know that sounds crazy, but there's another reason. I remembered an earlier incident where I actually borrowed my dad's car. I asked him, could I borrow your car? He said, you can, but I'll be very surprised if it doesn't let you down. The engine, he said, it's spluttering and cutting out and making a lot of noise, and it doesn't run well at all, so it could very easily break down at any time. So I thought, oh, well, okay, I'll be ready for that, just in case that happens. But I noticed the car, it hadn't been washed in ages. And it looked quite a sight. It was covered in mud. So I thought I could at least wash the car before I use it. And so I did. I washed the car thoroughly. I got into the car and I started driving. The engine was fine. It was totally smooth. It ran perfectly for me. And later on I brought it back and I told my dad, yeah, it was absolutely fine. And he was quite surprised at this. It looked like he didn't believe me, actually. Anyway, the following day, he got behind the wheel and the car's jarring and the engine's cutting out and making a lot of noise. Now, I know he did not like cars. He did not have a good rapport with the car. So is it possible that his lack of rapport and my brother's extremely good rapport with his vehicle had an effect on how well the vehicle ran? What do you think?